Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. How are we all? It's a beautiful Wednesday, halfway through the week. So, this morning is our Crystal Oracle. So, we've got the three cards at the bottom there. On card number 1, we have the Angel Phantom, the Amperfoal. Does that call to you? Card number 2, the middle card. We have Malachite. Maybe that calls to you. And on card number 3, we have Labradorite. Does that one call to you? Just take a few moments just to sit and look at those cards. Which cards are calling to you? Which cards maybe not so? Maybe pay attention to the ones that aren't calling to you. Maybe there's something you're running away from. Good morning, Stacey. Hope you're well, sweetheart. Good morning, Belinda. Morning, Janet. I hope you're well, sweetheart. Angel Phantom for Belinda. No problem. Malachite for Janet. Leslie, good morning, Gorge. Drawn to Malachite and Labradorite. Beautiful. Good morning, Sarah. Morning, Annie Bird. I hope you're well. In need of a miracle today. Feel like poo. Waiting for the doctors. Yeah, I think I've picked something up like a scavenging beast will. Yesterday I was a little bit bombed. And yeah, last night I was sitting there with tea tree and eucalyptus on my chest. Because I've always got a supply of butters in the fridge. Body butters. So hubby went and mixed some eucalyptus and tea tree to put on my chest, and then he did me a eucalyptus hot facial. I don't know, what do you call it? And I've woken up this morning. I felt as bright as a button, but yeah, I know today is going to be a settee day. It's going to be a Netflix and chill kind of day, not the teenage version of Netflix and chill. So yeah, sending you healing as well, sweetheart. Hi, Stacey. Oh, Noah received his pension. Brilliant. I was thinking, oh, how is that? I'm glad. I'll drop him a message, see how he's doing. All 3 for Ali. Yeah, let's throw it all in, girl. You got nothing to lose. If we're feeling like poo, I'm going all in. All in. Bit of porker. Number 1 for Stacey. Good morning, Anna. Hope you're well, sweetness. Morning, Heather. Bless you. Thank you, Stacey. Oh, bless you. Yes. Send some healing out. A steam inhalation. That's it. He didn't give me a eucalyptus facial. He gave me a eucalyptus steam inhalation. Thank you, Leslie. I knew somebody would know what I meant. You know, when you get the hot bowl towel and, you know, I've even replaced my morning coffee with a lemon and ginger. So there's no joy for me today. Right, let's drop down and let's see what cards we have here. So under the Angel Phantom. Oh, Hematite. Mental strength. The root chakra. I love Hematite. And mental strength. But root chakra. Yes. Because the Hematite is a beautiful centering, grounding crystal. And especially if we've gone through a shock or we've gone through a trauma. Because hematite, when we go through the shock and trauma, we do something that's known as the dandelion head, where all that energy goes up to our head, and we look like the energy is like that of the dandelion. You know, there's all head, no stalk. And hematite allows our energies to center back down. So it's brilliant. Any changes, anything that's took us off guard and we've got a bit, whoa, we've stepped back. Oh, we've gasped. Oh, unsettle our energies. So beautiful hematite coming in there for us, centering down those energies. I used to use hematite. Hematite was actually in my first aid box when I was a manager of hotels, because we used to have the lovely Turkey and tinsel coaches. And yes, bless them, bless the elderly. They were never too steady on their feet. And if any of them did have a trip or fall, the hematite wasn't for the person. The hematite would be for the beloved, the spouse, the person they're married to, because they're the people we need the information from. We need to know the medication. Has this happened before? And when they see their beloved on the floor, fell over or collapsed, they go into shock. Their energies go all over the place. So we need that information to give to the ambulance people. So I always used to have hematite in the first aid box, give it to the person that I need the information from, so we can get help to the person that needs it as soon as possible. So it was beautiful, really lovely. And we have got the Angel Phantom. We have got Amplifol coming through. That was on top of the hematite. So maybe if you were looking for card number 1, then maybe there is that link to the angelic realm, and you are getting that mental strength, that mental clarity. You're finding that bridge is strengthening between this world and the other world, whether it's your angels, whether it's your spirit guides, whatever realm it is you're gaining access to. There's a real strong connection at the moment. I mean, we all know that Halloween is only round the corner. Halloween is a great time to connect, the thinning of the veil, where the two worlds are at its closest. So maybe there's just a little nod there with that. Malachite is guiding over card number 2. And we have the goddess Persephone and Ruby, the inner queen. Persephone was the inner queen. She was Hades' wife, although not by choice. He took her, and he was in charge of the underworld, so she became queen of the underworld. But Demeter, her mother, was grief-stricken, and Demeter was in charge of the land. She was in charge of the riches, the corn, the grain, the farming. And when Demeter went into grief, the lands became barren. Plants were dying. So the people were calling out to Zeus, who was also Persephone's father, to come on and help. And they need to eat. So he went down to speak to his brother Hades, and they came to an agreement that Persephone will spend 6 months with Hades, and she will spend 6 months on Earth with Demeter. So that's where the cycles started to begin, the seasons started to begin. So for the 6 months that Persephone spent with Demeter, everything on Earth was fruition, everything was growing, everything was going good. When she went and spent the 6 months with Hades, Demeter would go back into grief, and the lands would become scarce, barren. So cycles here with Ruby. So Ruby is about regeneration, rejuvenation, especially if we spend a period of time feeling a little bit meh. If we've had a long stay in hospital or we've had a long illness, then bringing up ruby is a real nice crystal just to, here's me, back to finding yourself again. So if you've picked card number 2, then cycles might be it might be important for you. Is there a cycle at the moment that is coming to end? Can you feel that there is a start of another cycle? Don't forget, today is the new moon. So we are starting a fresh new cycle today. So maybe you've done a lot of clearing from the last cycle, and now we're starting that new cycle. What is going on in these next 28 days of the new moon? Or it might just be that you're finding your feet again. You've gone through a little turbulence. You've gone through a little cycle of, yeah, that was crap. Go away. This is me now. And ruby carries strength, but so does malachite that was with Persephone and ruby. Malachite, that power. So has it been a testing time for your power? Have you felt like that you've been giving out your power right, left, and center to everyone? Now it's your time in this cycle to recluse, not to do that anymore. Draw in your power, give it to yourself. We got the beautiful strength there with malachite, but also this week on Monday, we did a grid for courage. So maybe whatever it is, if we need to break a vicious cycle, we might just need malachite to come in with that courage and that power to change that cycle, to turn it on its head. No, I've been doing this for so long, it ends here. Maybe you've been giving your kids a £5 every month, a £5, as if that will get them far, 20 quid every month. Now you're thinking, actually, no, this is your problem. This is your debt or your struggle. You deal with that. My purse is closed. Bank of Parent shut down, moved on. We're now a Weatherspoons. Move on, kids. It's that breaking of that cycle, but doing it for the better for you. Then card number 3, under the labradorite. Oh, Jesus wept. Sorry, I didn't really mean to. We've got moldavite. Moldavite. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near that today. Jesus, I'm not in the mood for moldavite. But moldavite is here. Beautiful, high vibrational glass. It occurred between a collision of a meteorite impacting on the Earth. And the impact site happened around the River Moldar in the Czech Republic. So it's the only place on Earth where we can find moldavite, because that was where this meteorite impacted with the Earth, and the chemical composition between both the heat of the meteorite and the chemicals of the Earth provided this beautiful tektite. Now, it has always been an interest to people, but more so recently, some daft sod did something on TikTok. I've not seen it. We've just heard about it. And everybody now is after moldavite. And it really worries me at the moment. I mean, we've been to shows and gosh, we've been asked for it. Well, at the weekend at Glastonbury, I'd say we got asked for it about 20 times. But I'm not getting any in at the moment because of the supply of it, because there's a huge demand of it. And it's not like amethyst. It's not like labradorite, where, Brazil is full of amethyst. Madagascar is full of labradorite. And if not, then we can go to Russia. We go to other places for the crystals. This is only sourced in the Czech Republic. It wasn't a huge bloody meteorite. It's scarce. And my problem is is that people are very good at creating fakes. And because at the moment there is a huge demand for it, and there isn't the supply there, there is not a supply to cope with the demand. I am worried that we are going to start seeing a hell of a lot more fake doing the circuit. So unless I want to go and get my batch tested to prove that it is real, I'm just holding out for this fad to die down, for the demand to lessen, and then I will be on the scout for genuine Moldavite. But at the moment, I wouldn't touch it. There would be so much fake out there because demand for it is high. So Moldavite, yes, open yourself up. Maybe you are feeling, yeah, are you an earthling? Maybe you are really looking into the galactic, the universal energies. Maybe there is a particular galaxy that's calling to you. Maybe there is a planet that you're thinking, yeah, why am I having dreams about that planet? Why am I spending more time daydreaming about being out in space than being here on Earth? Maybe it's Moldavite. Maybe Moldavite is trying to show you your star seed. Maybe it's trying to show you where you originated from. Past lives, time travel, out of body experiences. Moldavite is great for that. And thankfully, Labradorite has paired up with Moldavite, because Labradorite, as we were saying yesterday in the Crystal of the Week with Labradorite, it's that protection. So if you feel like you want to expand your boundaries, if you want to go a bit further afield in your meditations, in your dreams, in your astral traveling, the Labradorite is brilliant for protecting your energies while they're out of body, while you're deep in meditation. Beautiful, powerful crystal. But it might be just a little shout out as well to hone in on those spiritual gifts, to hone in on your psychic abilities. So if you're feeling an itching on your third eye, if you're feeling that, oh, I feel like there is something more to this, there is something more that I need to open up to, I need to explore, then Labradorite is there to open up your third eye. What are these gifts? Fine tune them. If you want to dabble in a bit of Moldavite and go and have a cup of Earl Grey with E.T.'s mum, then that it's got that ability, it's got that energy. You know, if you haven't got Moldavite, then there is the black tektite, and there is also the Libyan desert glass. All three of those are tektites. The black tektite is more readily found. I think Morocco, Tibet, Indonesia. The Libyan desert glass is very much like Moldavite. That's only found on the borders of Egypt and Libya. So, yeah, if you've not got Moldavite, then try those other two. Tektite is easily sourced, easily reliable. And if you've got any Libyan desert glass, then try that. So there are three cards for today. The mental strength of hematite. Bring in, center those energies. Center those energies that you're perhaps being received from a higher source with the angel phantom. What messages are coming through the crown chakra, filtering through into your system? Ground them, understand them. Maybe you're going through cycles. Maybe there is a change happening, or a change has happened with Persephone and Ruby. Whatever this change is, because it's with Ruby, we've got that rejuvenation. We've got that. We're not just going to go into a downward spiral. We're coming out of that downward spiral. And that courage of our power with Malachite. Or maybe you just want to dabble in a bit of high vibe with Moldavite. but continually being protective with labradorite. So I'm going to pop up, see what you guys have commented with. So yes, don't forget tonight at 5, I will be on with my top 5 for the crown chakra. And then that is the end of the series with the crown chakra. We should have started something new tonight, but with the issue of Facebook going into jail, we couldn't do it the other night. So yes, lemon and ginger, get it. Although it ain't me morning coffee, but hey ho. Bless you, Stacey. I'm glad you needed it. And Belinda, beautiful card and message. Thank you, sweetness. Good morning, Angel. Hope you're well. Hematite, yes. Stay grounded, sweetheart. Yes, I feel the connection between the worlds. Yes, Stacey, because I think you went for card 1. So definitely. And your strength is in your mental intuition, opening that up, bringing in the messages, bringing in the guidance for other people. That's where your strength is at. Beautiful. Angel, I would save on my heating if I picked up Ruby. Yes, you would. Bless you. Yeah. Bit of garnet as well. Let's get that in. Moldavites. I know. Fancy that coming up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, makes me sick. Like, no. No. Not today, Satan. Put Moldavite away. Good morning, Anne. Hope you're well, sweetheart. Very expensive. It is. It's, and this is the problem. You know, Charite is expensive because it's only from a certain part of Russia. So is Seraphonite from a certain part of Russia. When we only get things that are unique to that place, it gets expensive, you know, because it's not going to be readily available. While there are pockets of it, great. But they don't know how long that pocket lasts. I mean, look at South Africa with the Blue Lace Agate mine, you know, because the owner of the mine passed away and no one's renewed the claim yet. The mine's closed. There's no more Blue Lace Agate coming out from the earth. So recently, Blue Lace has shot up in price. Crazy. But hopefully his kids or somebody will reclaim the mine, reopen it. And once the Blue Lace starts coming back out, we'll see that price drop. So yeah, it's why it's so expensive, and it's just not worth giving that amount of money over if it's going to be fake. So please be careful with Moldavite at the moment. Just, I mean, you will tell. I mean, you can go off and get it tested, but if you're good at picking up on crystal energies, you will know. If you joined me last week for the solar plexus, when I picked up the Imperial Topaz, and all of a sudden I just felt that energy going from my fingers down my arm, and poof, that's it. I'm drunk. Off I go. I get that with Moldavite. If I pick up Moldavite, if it's not giving me that whoa, then I don't know what that is, but it ain't Moldavite, love. Move on. So many fakes. Absolutely. Yeah. You're welcome, Ali. Great reading. Thank you. Always enjoy your cards. I can resonate with all. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, we'll be delving into the animal cards. We'll have the power animal cards out. And we'll see what animals are around us at the moment. What animals can we call into to deal with things? So that will be tomorrow. Anna, awesome, Dan. Thank you so much. Makes sense to me today. Was drawn to 3 and it resonates a lot. Beautiful. That is gorgeous. Is that also known as white feather? I've not heard of it as white feather. Was that the Libyan desert glass or the black tektite? I can't remember now what else I spoke about. Blue lace agate? No. No, white feather's not come to me. Malachite and labradorite, perfect for me, as I've been told so many times to stop thinking of others and think of myself for a change. Yes, do it and broaden my horizons too. Beautiful. Absolutely. Leslie, suzalite, one of my favorites, is so expensive. I'm sure some are fake. Suzalite is expensive because it comes from the Tiger's Eye mine. And the person in charge of the mine only wants his guys to mine Tiger's Eye. He doesn't want them wasting their time with suzalite. So suzalite is expensive because it's a black market crystal. Bless them, because if they come across any, they know. I mean, the person who's in charge of the mine is stupid because with him not mining suzalite, but only Tiger's Eye, when they do come across it, the miners fill their pockets. This is why you only find small pieces of suzalite, because they can't carry big. Because if they get caught with suzalite, they get sacked, they get fired. You need to be mining Tiger's Eye. Why are you picking suzalite up? So they only store small pieces. So yeah, I mean, one year, I think, was it 2017? There was no Tiger's Eye because everybody in that mine was in jail for smuggling suzalite. So yes, it was a couple of years ago now, but there was no Tiger's Eye coming out and there was no suzalite because everybody was in jail for smuggling out suzalite. So yeah, it's crazy when you delve and talk to miners and you talk about, these things. It's a whole new world out there. It's a whole new wow. It's crazy, but it's fun. So that's why it is expensive. So beautiful. Sarah Matthews, thank you, Dan. Lovely morning. Labradorite resonated with me. Started to tune in to my spiritual journey. Thank you. No problem, Norma. Well, I hope that all makes sense. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Do join me tonight at 5 for my top 5 for the Crown Chakra, or tomorrow morning at 9 for the animal cards. I'm now going to go and chillax with my lemon and ginger on the settee. And I think it's going to be a Downton Abbey fest because I just want to feel sorry for myself and just bleh. But hopefully you guys out there will have a better day. Thank you so much. And remember, if you can't heal yourself, I'm going to heal myself now. How the hell are you going to heal somebody else? Okay, I'm going to heal myself. Get off me back. See you all soon. Thank you very much. Love you all, you crazy cats.